very little resources go to evaluation. But in fact, why are we engaged in something if we're not learning about how well it's working? Again, as we look at these innovations, what can be scaled, modified, or eliminated, we often do not eliminate any programs until someone retires or leaves, and so we need to take a hard look at that. And then what new initiatives can be employed that have a research basis for improvement? And we talked a little bit about high-impact practices, which we'll address in just a bit. So considerations and criteria. One of the things that we recommend at IABC is please no boutique practices. What we find all over the country, not just in California, is we may have some great innovations out there, and they're serving 30 students. And so for $100,000 or whatever funding amount is related to that innovation, there's a very small number of students that are served. So we argue no boutique practices. When you think about, and this should be one of your criteria, when you think about the innovations that you're willing to employ, how systemic will those innovations be? No small grants for innovation. One of the things that we learned, a few years ago, is that when institutions receive new funding, and all of you now have your allocations, and thankfully your reports are not now due till January 1st, but when institutions receive money, they often don't know exactly what to do with it. So they say, well, let's put together grants for innovation. So we're going to put together a certain amount of money that we will have faculty and staff apply for and then come up with the latest and greatest new thing to do. What we've learned from when institutions engage in this work is that these kinds of practices where there are small grants that are applied for create bad feelings. And what happens is there's the haves and the have-nots.